So, scissors. Rock. Paper. Rock. Hey, Devin. Okay. Testing. Why is this not working? Really, really irritating. No, I'm not going to draw any Joe Burgundy flannel socks. No. That would be crazy. That would be super crazy. Audio. Testing. You guys, can you guys hear me yet? Let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm just going to keep talking until you guys can hear me. Testing. Testing. So you guys should be able to hear me soon, hopefully. Guests. Cool. Audio avatar. Please run in VCam. Sweet. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad you guys can finally hear me. Now we can get this thing started. Okay. So now that we've got quite a few of you in the chat already, we're going to play a little game. No. Okay. So what's going to happen is, as you can see on my screen, there's scissors, rock, paper, or paper, rock, scissors, or rock, paper, scissors, however you prefer to do the order. And in this case, they all relate to a character. So scissors will be Duke, rock will be Outback, and paper will be Cobra Commander. Okay. So what you guys are going to do is I'm going to go 3, 2, 1. And then on 1, I want you guys to type in rock, paper, or scissors in the chat box. And then that will determine the character. Then we're going to do it again. But this time it's going to have a monstery twist to it. Okay. So what I suggest you do is type your stuff now. Don't hit enter. And when I say 3, 2, 1, we can hit enter. Okay. How's that sound? Also, hello, everybody. My computer keeps defaulting, and I thought I had set through the right thing, but apparently not. So anyway. Okay, guys, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I'm going to give you a few seconds. Okay. Okay, 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's see, I've got one rock, got one paper. Okay, then it's gonna be me. I feel like drawing Cobra Commander. So it is paper. Okay, thank you, Andrew. It is paper. Which means, okay, now the next thing we're gonna do is this. Alien. Let's go 50s. Lovecraft. And vampire. Okay, cool. So in 3, 2, 1, same thing. Scissors, rock, paper. Scissors is alien, rock is Lovecraft, paper is vampire. The one that wins, I'm going to do a Cobra Commander in either a 1950s alien style, a Lovecraftian style, or vampire style. So let's try it. Hey, Jimmy. Okay. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And okay. Scissors it is, guys. Yeah, this is gonna be great. Okay, cool. Let me switch off the paper, rock, scissors hands. Let's get some Cobra Commander action happening. And let's get the chat going. Very excited to hear about everybody's day and what everybody's doing. And yeah. So, Brother Malachi, you picked up a crystal ball and a monkey wrench. Very, very cool. If I can give you some advice, please look after that monkey wrench's crotch. Because it is quite fragile. Monkey wrench, when he was in his younger days, did not practice safe social practices, and yes, so okay, so here we go. Let's get that. Let's get a bit of a pose going for him. I'm gonna play around with this. So the idea is we want to go for like 1950s. Well, we said scissors. So scissors was alien. Cool. Okay, so I want to just make sure. I just want to make sure I'm still loose here and stuff, and get like a cool feeling for him. Let's get like a once a man. Okay. Somebody said tentacles. That is gonna totally happen. Tentacle fingers is gonna happen, I think. And you know, why not? I know I said 50s alien, but like, let's throw a little bit of xenomorph into our CC. Not too much though. I'm just trying to give him like a terror from another world kind of look. Okay, let's see. Okay, cool. Can it be armored? Let me see if I can get to that, yeah. Brother Malachi goes, can it be armored? I'll see, I'll try. I don't know if you mean the crotch or the Cobra Commander, but either way, I'll try. Monkey Wrench might not be the most popular, but he's got a damn cool sculpt in the vintage era, and it's a real shame that the modern era just gave us a reuse of the Outback head. Not that that's a problem. The Outback head is so good, but it's so good that it's so distinctly Outback. It's great for customizers, though. He's a picked up Fortnite figures today. Oh, cool. Outback, what you get? Hey, Jimmy. Oh, cool. There's lots of cool stuff here, hey? Selling 1 to 16 alien figures. I am tempted, hey? Is it those higher toys aliens or is it the Leonard stuff? Because I know the Leonard aliens are on a funny kind of level. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Okay, so let's start off with keeping it simple first. Let's just go what Cobra Commander normally looks like. Okay, because that's easy. You know, we're gonna have a fun, easy one. You know, it's gonna be quite an interesting stream tonight. It's my birthday in a few minutes. Because it's almost midnight here. It's about 20 past 11 on my side of the world. So yeah, we'll be moving into the 24th of October, which is that fateful day I was thrust upon the human race. And yeah, so I'm quite happy to take this one nice and chilled. Okay, so there's like a pretty, civil looking Cobra Commander, all things considered. I know Classified has been like big on everybody's minds. So now let's see what we can do. Okay, how am I going to approach this? Okay, cool. Let's see. This was the whole point. It was meant to be a challenge, so challenging myself. Alien, 1950s. Cool. So firstly, let's break this mask a little bit. Let's break the face shield. Give him some like tentacles. I'm keeping it really loose and stupid because I want to just get and as I'm doing that, I'm getting like better ideas. So let's give him like some kind of mandible. Yeah, that's gross. That's the sound. I want you to hear me. Was once a man. Tentacle. Oh, same as Bela Lugosi. Nice, brother. Okay. Yeah, that's actually really cool. I share a birthday with both Bela Lugosi and Snoop Dogg. That's something. That's pretty cool. I love Bela Lugosi. And Snoop Dogg's like a legend, man. Like whether you like his music or not, whether you like him or not, the dude's cool. Okay, and then let's give him like really lame. This is like Cobra Commander trying to pull off a Halloween costume. So I'll give him some like of those things. Let's make him like. Still want to try and keep a 1950s kind of feel here. So things have got to be a little bit like kooky, a little bit. What's that? A little bit Ed Wood in a weird way. But then at the same time, I kind of wanted to be kind of pulpish as well. So it came from planet Hiss. Wow, the comments are insane. Oh, okay, brother Malachi, with reference to the alien figures. Yeah, I think that's I think that could be NECA with their sort of Kenner re-release, like their revisiting of the Kenner line. figures. Like they did like a whole bunch of them. They're quite interesting. Or it could be reaction. It's one of the two. But either way, I have seen them. They're not bad at all. I like the they did like a bull alien as well. That was pretty cool. Okay, let's get in here with some ink. Preferably on a darker layer, please, Paul. Thank you. You know, we've got people watching here. You know, come now. I don't know why I'm doing this. I kind of feel like this is going to add like a bit of a creep factor to it. I'll see. Kind of, it's something about Countdown's helmet. If you look in the card art, I love that in his card art, that like little speck of, you know, he's looking directly at the sun or something. And as a child, that like fascinated me. I don't know why. I just always thought it was like kind of creepy. It just did something for me. So this is our. I'm gonna make this tentacle kind of really gross. So I'm gonna like put on like all kinds of boils and make it kind of veiny. And I'm sorry, I will check out comments and things in a second. So if I haven't shouted out to you yet, don't worry, I will get to you. Just, I do want to do some drawing so that something's actually happening. I'm not entirely sure what my tentacles are trying to look like other than just being gross. I think I'm referencing a lot of, for those of you who are fans of 40K, that's Warhammer. I think I'm referencing a little bit of chaos in here. It's not really where I wanted to go, but you know, I'll take it. A little bit of slime and grossness. I always try to, like, when I'm doing stuff like this, like you heard me earlier going, you know, that kind of sound. Like I do stuff like that when I'm drawing. Like I try to imagine what it sounds like or what it could sound like if it's a character and whatever. That's a little bit gross. Oh, this is actually quite manky. Let's put like small drips and stuff there. So I'm gonna just release this rough sketch a little bit so that it's not so in my way, so I can just feel a bit more free when I do this. I know. I could have done a slightly better Cobra Commander helmet. Oh well. Yeah, it's learning time. It's actually a character I have days for this character. Like if I try to draw Cobra Commander on a Cobra Commander day, then I nail it, and I'm like, wow, that's like really cool. How did I get that right? You know, because that helmet is actually so tricky because it's actually kind of sinister. Like it's got a unique sort of like curvature to it. And if you do it a little bit wrong, it looks too playful and cute. And the Sunbow guys actually did a good job of maintaining that as much as possible. The comic, you can't fault the comic artists for Cobra Commander's helmet. And then they did the version, or technically it's version 3, the Battle Armor Cobra Commander. That thing is a mess. Like I love it. I think it's like such a good. It's such a good design in a lot of ways, but it's so difficult to look convincing. And I'm sure you guys have seen it with cosplay. I think a lot of guys who try to cosplay that always try to find a way to make it that little bit better. So, okay, so Cobra Commander is definitely the kooky part of this one, of this collaboration. Steven had one request for the stream. he asked me to do a Bio Viper. So I may actually do that. He did ask me to give it a bit of a twist. So I'll see what I can do there. I know at least one of you has a Bio Viper in your collection. That's MC DJ ACDC. I'm pretty sure you have one. But I wonder how many of you guys have one in your collection. Let's give him like weird. Let's kind of like make him look like he was like, you know, Cobra had like set up this base on planet Hiss, you know, or they found a unique planet or a weird asteroid or planetoid, and then they were like, oh, we're going to take that, you know, and then meanwhile, you know, the creatures on that planet sort of slowly took over Cobra, and now we've got Cobra Commander. Let's make this more interesting and give it like snake-like eyes. Yeah, and then let's try and do that. I don't know how cool this is, but it's something, definitely something. But that's the whole point, to get kooky and weird with the whole thing. So otherwise, we're just drawing cool GI Joes all the time, which is not a problem. But then, okay, so that's. I'm going to call that one done. It's a few minutes in, and I've got something I sort of kind of like. Well, when I say like I'm happy with it for now. I do want to add a few more pimples and blisters. I am going to check out some comments quickly. Let's see what I have missed. Okay. Thank you, Andrew. Okay, cool. Let's start with Magnificent Kaboom. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. Outback Stew. Thank you very much, dude. Yes, he was referring to Armored Cobra Commander. Cool. Also known, depending on continuity, as Fred 7. 5, 6, 7. Yes. Thank you, Corbs. Found a good bit of the first wave of the classified. Nice, Andrew. Very cool. What I liked about IDW, even though there's Brother Malachi, what I liked about IDW, even though there's a lot I have issues with, is that they made Cobra Commander multiple people, thus fixing the multiple background story issues. They even had a mysterious. Yeah, I've heard about that, and I actually do like that as a concept. I think it's good. I had an entire council of Cobra Commanders. That's awesome. Outback Stew, broken face shield. Hell yeah. You can make the tentacles tubes for gear. Yeah, I think that would be a good way to go with it. Magnificent Boom. With cultural differences in South Africa, is a person's birthday celebrated in their birthday suit, even during a birthday party? That all depends on exactly how much beer you have and or tequila on the day in question. So thank you, Magnificent Kaboom. By the way, if you want cheap but cool toys that are G.I. Joe scale, look up BK Kids Meal Universal Monsters. They were into in my honest opinion, the best toys BK ever made. Drac, Frankie, Gillman, and Wolfman. I will look that up. I think for the next Monster Mash, I'm going to do something a bit more traditional. On eBay, of course. Wow, Brother Malachi, we got a lot of you. Also, Legends of Cthulhu are cool, but sometimes somewhat expensive. But if you want to do some creepy occult Cobra Law shenanigans, they are very useful. Or Tyranids, yeah, you can't go wrong with Tyranids, although Tyranids still feel like knockoff Xenomorphs to me. Okay. Cool, I wish I had the original. Yo! So if you're trying to do the cheesy 50s, you got it done. Thank you. Cool. Heather, hello, what's up going on? How are you guys doing? Hello, action figure expert. Welcome to the Monster Mash party that is the X-Treme Artstream. Okay, so that's CC. Okay, let's do the game again. This time, I want you guys to shout out a character, and then I'll figure out a monster for it. How's that? So, you guys are on 3. So 3, well, counting down from 3. 3, 2, 1. Shout a G.I. Joe or Cobra name, and I'll either pick the one I think is my favorite or the one that gets the majority. Let's keep it diplomatic. Roadblock. Crystal Ball. Ooh. Vampire, Pythona, Destro. Vampire Pythona is an idea. I might actually play with that a little bit. Venomous Maximus. That is going to require a Google from me. So well done. Okay. Let's see. I'm surprised Gaz isn't here yet. Anyway, cool. Let's see. Venomous Maximus. Yes, that typing is me Googling with my Google foo. G.I. Joe. While I'm at it, let me get a nice image of Pythona. Be careful with drawing a lady on the channel, because usually the lay-in can come across as a bit nude. No, I'm joking. It's not a problem. Venomous Maximus. Interesting. I really don't. I actually do know this character. This was a Devil's Due character, if memory serves. He's already like halfway to being a monster, but hey, still there. Pythona does already have a vampiric feel to her. So let's see. What else have we got in the chat? In the chat box. That's a good question. Jimmy asks, am I gifting myself anything fun, i.e. toys for my birthday? Yes, I did kind of in a roundabout way do that for myself. It's sort of half sitting with Bart still, ready to be shipped to me. But then I also sort of pulled the trigger on a Mandalorian figure on Big Bad Toy Store. I mean, it was $14, and it was like, yeah, happy birthday to me. I still have to wait for it to get you though. So I have kind of like I've got like birthday presents and backup. Rock and roll. Yeah, Jimmy, I might actually do a rock and roll. Let's see. Hey, what's up, 400 HD Films? Oh, feeling the love from Northern Cali. Nice. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that is true. Hey, with reference to the Royal Guards and stuff. Yeah, they did sort of take on those forms, or whatever's. Gentlemen, I'm just going through the list, and I'm sort of just doing a random thing in my mind. How I'm going to do this. I did a distro last time. I might do another one. I'll see. You know what? I think I might go with a Wolfman rock and roll, actually. But that's not the only one I'm going to go with. I'll do another one as well from that list. So I just want to just get a nice shot of rock and roll just to reference from. Not that I don't have a whole bunch. That's a figure we need as a classified, don't you guys think? Rock and roll. We need a classified rock and roll. Okay, and then I need like... Oof. Man. Oh yeah, this is gonna be cool. Let's see. Okay. Back to pencil. Give him long claws. Yeah, this is just a silly lay-in again. Might just move the head down, get that going. I'm trying to think how I want to do Destro. Like, what would be a cool thing to do Destro? These are actually quite tricky. So, like, normally, like, I kind of start drawing quite quickly, but now you're actually seeing me use bandwidth to, like, come up with, like, an emotion, a feeling that I want to try and maybe get from the character. I want, like, a nice mane for our rock and roll. Cool. Tail. And because it's rock and roll, I am going to give him, I will make him vision 2, so you'll have that cool cap. Still, like, he's kept his cap. Like, somehow he's kept his cap going. Pants are, like, mostly shredded, but not so shredded that they're, like, exposing rock and roll balls. Which would be cool. It's weird because, like, drawing him as a werewolf just kind of makes him look like a bassist, which he technically is, right? I'm just kidding. Bassists are awesome. I think if I did any kind of Destro anything, I would probably want to try and find a way to make him more what's the word? Now you guys can see how useless I am at drawing a wolf. This is all from memory, so it's gonna be, maybe it's more like a were hyena. We'll see. Not that I think that suits rock and roll's character, but let's see. Loosen this a bit. Okay. I know his cap doesn't do that, but I needed to do that because artistic licenses and stuff. I'm gonna actually give him proper, like, wolfy eyes. I feel like I'm going to werewolf here and not rock and roll enough, but whatever. If you guys are enjoying chatting about toys and chatting about G.I. Joes and stuff in the chat box, while some cool drawing is going on, then that's all good. How many of you guys are playing the G.I. Joe video game? The G.I. Joe Blackout, Operation Blackout. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is not looking too bad. I mean, I'm not saying it's great, it's just could be worse. Let's do some bullets, some implied detail. Oh, I'm sorry, Cobra. That is not fun. Xboxes, I don't know. I haven't had an Xbox since the 360. I had a unfortunate experience selling them in retail. Actually, this should have like a bite out of it. And I've just never really warmed up to the console. But then I got over myself and I just haven't found any exclusives for it. So that's why I'm more of a PlayStation guy. But I think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter as long as whoever has their console is enjoying it and playing cool games on it and having fun. That's really what matters, is that you're having fun with it. Although when it dies on you, that sucks, man. That really sucks. I'm so sorry. I want to see if this is actually working when I do this. I'm going to take somebody's comment in. Hey, Chris Miwa, welcome back, man. I hope I've said hello to everybody. Chris Miwa in the house, chasing Eddie's toys. I have now got a taste. I mean, just talking about toys now, quickly, coming back to toys. I've got a taste for one of those silly retro his tanks. And I say silly just because, it's silly because I haven't got one. But they just look like so much fun. And I suppose the All Striker must be really great as well. Like, I mean, the All Striker is a great toy. Don't get me wrong. Hands down, it's a great toy. But yeah, it's the his tank for me, baby. I've had the pleasure of building an All Striker in the form of the faux striker. So building a his tank, which, as Stephen has said to me, is not really much of a build. It's more like just slapping on the treads. Okay, so for some reason, when rock and roll turns into werewolf mode, he gets thinner. I'm sorry. It just happened like that. I'm just the artist. I don't make the rules here. Okay. But I'll give him some rocking gloves. I wonder if I should give him... Maybe I should give him gloves. Boom. You know what game I can't wait to play, guys? And I haven't been allowed to buy it because it's my birthday. And whenever it's my birthday, I'm not allowed to buy anything for myself because apparently it's so difficult to get me presents anyway. But I am dying to play Star Wars Squadrons. That looks like a lot of fun. I have actually got one of those HOTAS controllers, the flight sticks. So, and my buddy from Anime Works, I'm hoping will let me use the VR, bring the VR home just to mess around with it a little bit again, because that was Ace Combat with VR headset on and the HOTAS flight stick. Oh, it is just magical. What I want to say, I don't really want to say online, but it is so good. I loved it. I can do a better hand than that, says Paul. And guys, I got to say, it is so nice to be just chilling and drawing with you guys today, because it has been, I don't know how it's been on your side of the world, but it has been a crazy week for me with work, and just everything has just been insane. And it's so nice to just be drawing for myself right now. And, I sort of was a bit naughty, and I started drawing a G.I. Joe character during a meeting, which is what I used for the thumbnail. I just quickly drew that sketch during a meeting. And yeah, so, and it got me thinking, and it almost got me thinking that maybe I should have done this monster stream closer to Halloween, and then maybe done a Star Brigade theme. But then I was worried that if I say Star Brigade, you guys will all run for the hills or something. And I don't want to take that chance. No, it's not that. It's just that I know that Halloween is coming up. You guys might all be going to cool Halloween parties or having horror movie marathons at your house. and that you might not have time for some, dude and he's like art stream. So I figured I would unleash some Monster Madness on you now, and then take it from there. Okay, so I don't want to labor this this werewolf too much now. I just want to just sort of get the important parts in. I know my line weight is all over the place, and I think that's just because it's still kind of sketchy. And I know like the only rock and roll thing about it really is the hat, to be fair. But maybe let me, the idea is like if I find something here that I really like, I might actually play with it and do something more with it going forward. So, but yeah, that's the werewolf for now. I'm just going to copy him and then make him smaller so he can sort of sit somewhere else here on this page. Okay, so that's rock and roll. That's rock and roar and roll. Star Brigade BAAT. Yeah, it's actually very cool. Andrew says Star Brigade BAAT, one of his favorites. Yeah, one of mine too. Like I love that toy purely because it had two actual hands as opposed to one that was a gun and one that was an actual hand. So that was always fun for me. So yeah, that's why I enjoyed it. I also like the design. I think the face is very sort of dark and menacing. Okay, I'm going to grab. Steven suggested the Bio Viper. Let's see how much time I have. Oh, 10 minutes for my birthday. Nice. Bio Viper from G.I. Joe. I'll see how much time I've got to get this right. Let me just give it a bit of a look. Yeah, and then Steven did have a bit of a twist on it, but I'm wondering if I can actually pull that off. Okay, well, what I will do is, because I've done that heavy duty from Star Brigade, I think I'll do something similar with this. Okay, let's see. Oh, you know what? It actually worked very nicely for these things. What am I doing? I am going to do this. Because I think, firstly, I think it is to get that mouth. There we go. I think it is. The toy is, I understand why they designed the toy like that. That makes a lot of sense. I get that. But not on my watch. On my watch, he's going to feel a bit like Venom. Sorry for the repeat kind of pose. It's just that I'm feeling safe with it, and it is menacing, and I should get better at this. But for now, I mean, already, look at that. That's already like sort of coming alive. And we've got these tentacle things. Very cool. So... Ooh, there's a bit of articulation on this dude I didn't realize was actually there before. Who likes Venom? Can I get a shout out in the comments? When I say Venom, I do mean Venom, not whatever they pass off as Venom. Well, let's put it this way. When I say Venom, you think of your favorite version. That's who I mean. But I must say I naturally gravitate towards the Venom from the 90s. That is my go-to. That's the... I know McFarlane is like famous for doing Venom, and I love Todd McFarlane's work. I just don't love his Venom, to be very honest. I really preferred like was it Andy Kubert and like the Jim Lee sort of that approach to Venom. They like what they did. Silvestri did some cool Venoms. I think back in the day he did some very cool Venoms actually. I like those. Those are cool. I'm gonna make this one sort of coming at us, so it's kind of like this, and then wow, yeah, geez, monsters. I should have just like said, hey guys, we're gonna draw monsters from G.I. Joe, instead of just left it at that, instead of trying to do my quirky topic, because that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Okay. I'm just gonna remove these from the equation right now, and I just want to kind of bring him center stage so I can give him some love and really get in here. So I have got the reference open, so I'm not able to see the chat right now. BioViper card, Viper's file cards are very interesting. Says MCACDC. How many of you guys have got here? Ooh, what happened? Yeah, I got a bit of a fright there. All of a sudden, all the viewers dropped. I thought maybe something had happened to my internet connection. I got a huge fright. Okay, let's see. BioViper. Okay, he's got like a kind of a nose thing happening here. E. Yeah, Steve actually asked me today if I'd ever be keen on getting any of these things, like the BioVipers and the Monster Viper, like the monsters from the Mega Marines line. And I think there could be a lot of fun. I think personally, I'd love to like focus more on just getting the Mega Marines, because I actually really like them. I thought they were great toys. I actually don't even want the Play-Doh or the Play-Doh armor. I just want the guys and their weapons. I really love Mirage's design. I think he's a very well designed character. I think some of you, if you follow me on Instagram, might remember that I did an Inktober thing of him. And so yeah, so that was fun. So I'm just doing this here. I'm gonna try and get his mouth next to his teeth, but not but like I want to get his eyes close to his teeth, but not in his mouth, if that makes sense. And I don't want these teeth to all be like the same size. I want them to kind of be, if memory serves, these things are actually like mutated vipers or something. If I can remember, they're like, it's like Cobra Commander's like, we've got too many recruits. These guys, nobody like actually does anything because we're this evil paramilitary organization, and you know we're all about fear, and let's throw a few of them in the toxic waste baths and see what happens. Yeah, so this kind of creature as a toy, I actually think it was kind of silly as a toy to make him closed-mouthed. I don't know if you guys agree with me on that one. I think that was a huge mistake. Okay, let's open this up here a little bit. So, you know, it makes sense to me as well because of their very nature, like the fact that they kind of. Sorry, I'm taking a few artistic embellishments now, artistic liberties, liberty. And I kind of let's see what this looks like. I feel like that makes it look too cartoony, but it is still kind of cool. Maybe like in this case, a GI Joe should be like this big, you know, like be like, stay away from her, you bitch. Yeah, that's how big he is compared to this thing. Nice scale shot. I'm kidding, but I think what would be cool, because then I mean, if this was the case, then the grenades would be a bit big, right? If you guys are familiar with the original toy, I'm just going to clean off some noise here because this is too much. Okay, cool. Although I do want some kind of way to show that he has an eye or something. Think that, there we go. That's what it needs. Like that kind of snake eyes. Careful. That's copyrighted. You can't say snake eyes. Okay, and then I want him to have some kind of like restraining collar, like something that says, I am property of Cobra Commander. And I wanted to have some like little gadgets and rubbish on there. Oh, cheers, Chris. Thanks, man. You have a good one, dude. Okay, so I see there is some kind of a precedent for that, because if I look at the outfit, there is like kind of like some kind of control thing. I'm gonna put it here instead of the grenades. So I'm gonna like sort of fashion this a different way. Hey, Bod, what's up, dude? Welcome to the madness that is today's sketching side of things. Oh, wow, it's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Nice. Which means I get to open up some, hopefully, toys when I wake up. Or games or something. Or, you know what? Cake, and that would be great. It does kind of have human anatomy when it comes to the muscles, apparently, according to the toy. So I will approximate that as best I can. But I don't want to go too Liefeld on that. Maybe I should give him lots and lots of pouches. Yeah. Because you know what a giant mutant bio-viper needs? A lot of storage space. Actually, the more I think about it, the more I want to get these for episodes. I mean, if this is how I'm picturing it, then I've got ideas. And I've always got ideas. That's the problem. I don't always have time. yeah, so there seems to be some kind of precedence for this as well in the original toy. And then he's got these tentacles. What are these tentacles about, guys? Oh, thank you. Pie. Extreme Deadly Edition. Yeah. My girlfriend walked into the house this evening with a whole bunch of Krispy Kreme donuts, and I am over the moon. I can't wait. They're going to be my unofficial birthday cake tomorrow, which makes me super happy because I love me some donuts. And that's one thing we have in South Africa from the States that I really love. You know, because there's a lot of things from America that I really enjoyed. Bart's going to be like, yeah, Swedish fish. And he's right. I liked Swedish fish. I thought they were great. I love moon pies, Reese's. But we don't really get that stuff here. But we do have Krispy Kreme. And I got to say, ours is pretty good. I don't like Dunkin' Donuts, though. But maybe that's just the way they do them here in South Africa. But I don't know. I'm not feeling those that much. Anyway. What do you think of my Bio Viper, dude? Do you think it's like... Hey, Gaz is in the house. What's up, Gaz? Hey, dude. Duncan is the shit. I will show that. Krispy Kreme. Ew, I love donuts, but not those. I have a funny story about that for another day. Says Bart. But you have lots of funny stories about things. It is actually quite awesome. You are a font of stories. In fact, I hope we get to hear some of those stories on Some Assembly Required. The other G.I. Joburg live stream, which will be much better on the second episode, I promise you. The last episode was very much a test, and if anything, it was a prequel, and we know how prequels go, right? So... Hey guys, so glad you joined us today, dude. You were so excited about the stream. I was a bit worried when I saw that you weren't on. What about some blanks, hair, and electricity? Oh, no, that's really sounding dangerous. You see, that's why you don't like Krispy Kreme, Bart, because you like blanks, hair, and electricity. Hopefully I read that right. Otherwise, it's going to be a very awkward next few minutes. Okay, admittedly, I would like to do these hands better. This is still like just really like kind of rough, but I kind of like the direction they're going in already. And I also want another like kind of, I want this feeling that maybe he's like chained or has been chained. So that would be cool, kind of like the Rancor or Rancor from Empire. And if you don't know what, I mean, not Empire. Yes, you know, I should get my geek card revoked, saying stuff like that. From Jedi. Oh, my word. This is what happens. They start messing around with Star Wars, and then all of a sudden it upsets the quantum reality that we exist in. And I start messing up cool stuff like... Oh, that's a wonderful football. Well done. Hope you guys can't see the StreamYard is screening. Oh, okay, good. You guys can't, because that would just be lame. Oh, that's it. They're former eels. Okay, cool. Okay. So yeah, that's actually what Steven wanted me to do. He wanted me to make it look more he wanted to make it more like look more like an eel. I in all honesty have no idea how I'm supposed to pull that off, but maybe it's somewhere. I mean, I can see it in the outfit sort of. Not mine, in the original, the way the eel origins. Now that I'm looking at it, it makes sense. I suppose he's got hot pants. What else would an eel have aside from big muscles? Come on, I am now a big mutation. I'm a big mutant. Yes. What is good in life? Krispy Kremes, action figures in the toy aisle, being able to find a Baroness and a Cobra Trooper without having to go to 5 stores. Yes. Brother Malachi, yes, it's from one of the last show lines where they were hiring aliens and mutating people. Hey, lady, I see you putting that Baroness into your shopping cart for your child. Come here. No, don't. I'll be back. Ah. Anyway, to give him something eel-like. What can I? Oh, he still has tentacles. That's what those tentacles sound like to me. Yeah, creepy tentacles. So like what I've always learned with trying to do stuff like, you know, if you want to make your tentacles go like really far, life lessons with Paul. I like to start them off at a point, and I know like they look a bit wiry, but then I'll sort of build them up a little bit and then sort of go, okay, this is how they're gonna go. Give it that, and then there needs to be another one here. Yes, his tentacles are an animal companion. Bart asks, does he have an animal companion? Do you mean the Bio Viper or Arnold or the Toyminator? I am the Toyminator. I must have them all. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to waste that one. I want to save some more Arnie for later episodes. Let's not get bored of it yet. I keep thinking like, why didn't we get and I think it's like such a lost opportunity actually. I think a very well written, mature storyline based on the Mega Marines, Bio Vipers, all that stuff could have actually been created. I actually think that is something. The more I'm drawing this, the more I'm thinking maybe that's the next big thing we have to do and try and make that work. Because I love shooting like stuff in the dark and with like all kinds of funky lights and things, and I kind of want to do this, but I need to figure out how I'm gonna light up these bad boys. But I think I really do think an interesting and sort of mature kind of Larry Harmer quality story, if I can put it that way, could have been told with these characters as opposed to like never getting anything with them at all. I mean, I don't really recall seeing these guys in the comics, and it's very possible that either I've blocked it out of my mind completely, or I just haven't read those issues or whatever's. The nice thing about me saying stuff like that is that Steven will let me know. Okay, Brother Malachi, go for it. Let's hear the pitch. And hilarity ensues. I like where you went with that. I like that. And hilarity ensues. Yeah, actually, yeah, I mean that's an angle, definitely. I, Stephen and I once spoke of for the giving a bit of insider info now. When he was in China and he was shooting, I can't believe I forgot the name of the. Wanted to call it Cold Front, but anyway, the whole series of episodes with Snow Job, and there was sort of like, well, when I say there was talk, I know it left my mouth. I just don't know if he ever considered it as like a great idea. But I did sort of want to play up a bit of a thing angle. So like, they like lose the snowcat dies, and they're on their way to a Cobra research facility, and when they get in, they can't get out, and they're trapped in there with something like sinister, like this creature. And because we didn't have any of these kind of monsters and stuff, I was thinking we could shoot it without ever actually showing the monster, which is a little bit alien, and I will admit I'm a massive Alien fanboy. So that could have been fun. I also really love Ridley Scott when he's being Ridley Scott and not being let me make weird movies guy. But yeah, I keep like not wanting to do this hand, so I'm gonna put on my big boy pants now because I am older now, and I'm just gonna draw this hand. Just don't be scared, Paul. Draw the hand. Okay, draw it. Draw it. Draw it, little man. Come on. Draw the hand. Okay, there we go. Yes, I know it's so threatening. Ooh, jeez. Yeah, no, that could have come across way better. Also, maybe straightening that out a bit would be nice. Those two guys could be whoever you want them to be. So giving it some scale would be cool. Of all the things to draw today, this is not what I expected to do. Until Stephen mentioned it. And then I was like, oh. Okay, cool. So what everybody's saying. An alien tech and hilarity ensues. Yin and Yang. No, this wasn't the Yin Yang series. It was. Anyway, my brother Madakai's got another idea. Was your own universe's version of the Rise of Serpentor arc, and when they go to Dracula's castle for the DNA, actual vampire Dracula is there. I'm going to say something now that's going to plant a major seed in your head, and let's just say that we've been talking about Serpentor a lot, but COVID has messed up those plans, unfortunately. So maybe zombie, yes, so love it. Bad Luck Lady. Yeah, it is sort of part of the Bad Luck Lady. I'll tell you guys what it is now, because I keep all of the art for the tags for the headings. Okay, let's see. It was called, and I hate it when this happens. My brain is just really, 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 really full of everything. So I do try to remember. Cold Fire. It was Cold Fire. Feel the force flow through you. It binds us and unites us, ties us together. Ooh. So those two guys like shooting. I kind of imagine it's like Mega Marines Gung Ho, and like maybe Mirage or maybe Mega Marines Clutch. And you know, we need to have like some kind of other dude that's coming through. Where's another place to hide a tentacle? Oh, I actually just thought of something nice for these tentacles. So the last thing, I'm going to give them a bit of an Audrey 2 vibe. That's where that came from earlier, by the way. Oh, I've got to watch that movie again. I love Steve Martin and Bill Murray in the dentist section. So good. Such a good movie. Such a good movie. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so the scale is like super crazy, but I kind of like the idea of it being this massive. Although, truth be told, if I made it this big, if it was really this big, I would have maybe did a bit more, like, I would have been a bit more smart with the design. This is definitely feeling like a 90s Venom shot. Like, you know, in one scene, Venom is like the size of these dudes, and then in the next shot, he's like this big, and Spider-Man's all like, you know, here and like, you know, flipping away. So we're like flip, 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 you know, like wee. But like, yeah. So maybe like I'll work on the scale a little bit and stuff, and then we can see. In the meantime, I'm going to figure out some new topics, and the next one of these things is going to be, where are we now? This is the 24th. So next week there won't be one. But on the following, the week of the 6th, so Friday the 6th, or in your case, guys, yeah, Friday the 6th, we'll do it. 6. Cool. Thing that conquered the world and replace alien. Manimals. You know what I always thought was like a surprisingly cool monster was actually those things in that movie with the ship. You know, where the ship has got these like tentacles in it and they like kill people. I struggle to think of the name now. It's the same guy who actually did the G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra movie. Which is like sad because he also did The Mummy, and those are great films. Well, the first two are fantastic, in my opinion. But that horror movie that he did was so cool, and it had Famke Janssen in it, and I think Thomas Jane is in that as well. I think he's in there. I can't remember now, but that was great. I really, really enjoyed that film, and I like those creatures because if you can like stretch your imagination. Oh, and another movie you guys should also check out. It's that underwater one with Kristen Stewart. Like at first when I saw that, I was like, Kristen Stewart is like that girl from Twilight, and wow, I really love that, and I really don't like Twilight. So, but I'm trying to get the name for you before I give you the wrong one. Kristen Stewart's water movie. Underwater. There we go. Now it gets like kind of low reviews on IMDb, but I think you guys would love it. And if you feel like the movie is going somewhere you don't enjoy, just reimagine them as G.I. Joe characters like Deep Six and Torpedo or something, and trying to survive this underwater facility or whatever. But it's really, really cool. And I really liked it, and I found it was quite rewarding near the end. Well, the film, I felt the film was rewarding. It had some average performances, but anyway, I liked it. For the most part, let's get these in here. More of that. More of this. I hope this is Tyranid enough for you. um, yeah, that was so cool. Yeah, Brother Malachi says it was a big thing in the 2000s to remake 50s horror ghost house movies for some reason. That's because the Dark Castle license was bought, so all of the Castle pictures license film properties or IPs were bought, and so this company had like a really short time to sort of make the films apparently. And admittedly, I think a few of them were actually done as tax write-offs. I agree. I think it's kind of it's like a love-hate thing for me. I wish they were better films, but I'm so glad that we got them because we really don't get like we look at those films and we go, oh, that was like kind of lame or whatever. But that is still better than I would say 70 to 80% of the so-called horror movies that are coming out now. It's like all of a sudden horror movies have gone like bad. Like horror movies have never really been the pedigree of filmmaking, but they've always been this great place where a lot of directors starting out they would make a horror movie, and that's things like guys like Zack Snyder and all of these other dudes, Toby Hooper. We're going way back now. Like a lot of great directors started off in horror movies or worked on a horror movie or whatever's. And a lot of them did horror movies as like student films. And so sometimes these ideas are picked up and turned into like proper movies, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, but just the caliber of horror movies now is like so bad. They're like so dumb. And they're so like squeaky toy. They're just so stupid. I'm just, it's like it's all about violence now as opposed to being actual horror. Or it goes the complete other way where it tries to be all suspense-filled. And that doesn't work because when it works really, really well. Like in the case of things like Sinister or the first Conjuring, even the second Conjuring to a degree was actually very good. But then it starts getting like, then you get all these knockoff movies that try to be those films instead of movies that are just trying to be their own film and like try to do their own thing properly. Anyway, I'm ranting. Leviathan with Peter Weller. Yes, dude. It's nothing. It's just stupid. It's just like, it's just rubber. It's like so rubber. Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. The Thing prequel, I don't even want to get like started on that because that movie was actually good. And then the studios bullied it into being some ridiculous film. Now, okay, I say that, but I think the Thing prequel, even though it wasn't like the best it could be, I think it was an okay film. Like it was okay, but I was frustrated because while watching it, I felt like it was actually a better film, and that somehow it had not been allowed to be that film. And then only like years later, like a few months ago, that I actually watched a really good YouTube video that discussed that and spoke about all of the problems on set and how there was so much stuff with that. So that's sad, right? And it's like Event Horizon. I love Event Horizon, but like also watching like a sort of a thing about how actually it was a far more intense film than the one that we got. It's also really sad. And just so you know, because of what happened to Event Horizon with the pressure of studios and things like that, on top of the pressure of the studios put on the director Paul W.S. Anderson when he was making Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which is horribly bad. That's actually why he sort of went rogue and sort of did the Resident Evil movies and kind of was very lucky that he made a lot of movies. And anyway, I'm going into a lot of film trivia, but not that I think the Resident Evil movies are great either. But still, as far as bad movies go, not actually that bad, so... Yes, that is true. Yep, this is true. You're close. It's Paul W.S. Anderson, not Paul Verhoeven. Paul Verhoeven did the Total Recall remake. Oh, the original Total Recall with Arnie. Good movie though. Yeah, whatever, dude. It's like I'm not gonna be like Captain Technical about it, really. At the end of the day, we all sort of know what we're talking about. It's a general thing. I mean, we live in a world of Google. People really want to know. We can like look it up. Guys, I'm going to call it. It is almost 12:30 here in midnight. I want to go and have the first donut of being my new age, which is young. But before I do that, let me take our little monstrous friend over here and shrink him down and put him up with the rest of the things that we did today. Not as I was a little bit worried about the stream, I'm not gonna lie, but then some cool stuff happened, like this character. And I think with a little bit more actual brain space, if I give it a bit more bandwidth, I think I can do something cool with our Cobra Commander and rock and roll concepts. So guys, this is what you missed earlier. So cool. Yeah. Oh, dudes. And then oh wait, hold on. Is it like and then oh boy. And then I used to have a guy in college when I was studying visual media design, blah blah blah. And he used to always do that. And then it's quite funny because he was like perfect for it. He was like, if there was a movie of my life and the credits were rolling, you know, after all these years, and then it'd be like, and then guy, Marco. Excellent. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you so much for the love and for sitting through with the chat. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free when I post the X-Treme Artstream 4 post on Facebook. Feel free to drop ideas and all kinds of madness. It's always great to hear from you guys. I think the next stream I'm going to just let it go and let you guys tell me what to draw, or I might take an artwork that I'm busy on and work on it while we all talk and have some fun times. Maybe get some Jojo Cola and some donuts and whatever. But until then, you guys be awesome. Thank you for being one of the best communities ever. I really enjoyed this. And yeah, man. Peace, love, rock and roll, and yo, Joburg, as always. And yeah, salute, adios, arrivederci, and all those good things.